Well, the coronavirus is pushing Americans into a mental health crisis. More people suffer from anxiety and depression than ever before, especially young adults. This has inspired Dr. Dain Heer to create a national holiday himself. He joins me live. It is great to see you, and in perfect timing with May being Mental Health Awareness Month. And tomorrow is your first ever International Being You Day. So tell folks what that is and why you felt so compelled to start it.
Well, now more than ever, we need to return to us or find out actually what it is about us. Because when you have a sense of what it truly is to be you, all the stuff going on around you has less relevance. And you have a sense of actually liking your life, and you can weather any storm a lot easier. And so I created a day to celebrate us.
And Dr. Heer, this really hits home for you because you struggled with just accepting yourself and being you, right?
Yes, very much. And I got to a place where I was going to end my life 2 decades ago. And I'm so glad that I didn't. But it set me on a journey because I figured if I'm going to stay alive, I'm going to have to find out what is true for me. And what I did was I wrote a book called Being You, Changing the World, and it's 10th anniversary. And I thought, you know what? I would love this conversation to be available to the world and for everybody to have access to what it took me 20 years to get to, but hopefully in a lot shorter time.
I love what you wrote on social media, on your Instagram page. You had a line that said, in this reality, fitting in can seem like the easier option. How is social media intensifying problems for us, especially for younger people?
Well, in social media, the idea is that your entire value is based on other people's judgments. How many people like you, how many people follow you, and how many people value you for what you're putting out there, which causes us to create an image of who we are. And little kids start this from the time, from the time they get their first phone or online interaction. And it's created a world in which people have no idea what's true for them. The only thing they know is, how does this look to other people? And so I wanted to combat that trend.
And you say when you can just be you, that actually creates more ease. I mean, you can just breathe again, knowing that you're just being you, right? Yeah, there you go. So it's not just girls who struggle with this, because you think of social media and it being body image issues, right, that girls struggle with, but you say there's a growing problem among boys as well.
Absolutely. And this is often unacknowledged. And it stems from the idea that these kids have no idea who they are. So I wanted to create Being You Day, and there's 7 hours of content that we have so far. We're not promoting or selling anything except just inviting people to start to embrace what's different about them, what's unique about them, what's wonderful about them, and to start having a sense of gratitude for who they are right now, because that is actually the gift.
If a parent is at home struggling with this themselves or wanting to help their child, how do you suggest a person just start being themselves?
Well, number one, I suggest go to beingyouday.com. Tomorrow at noon Houston time is when it starts. But the second is to start taking judgment out of the equation and practice by having a judgment-free day. And what is judgment? When you look in the mirror and you see all those wrinkles, when you start judging your body, or when you think about that thing that you said or didn't say that sort of makes you feel kind of yucky, just stop and ask, what's right about me that I'm not getting? The second thing is to start creating a list of things that return you back to you. You know, some people love it when they hear loud music and dance. Some people love to go for a run or hang out with somebody who is really kind and caring for them. Write a list of all of these things, and when you feel like you're not being you, go back to that list. And then the last thing is start an ongoing list of gratitude, of things and people you're grateful for. And don't forget to put down at least one thing every single day that you're grateful for about you. And this is just a tiny bit of what we can start to do.
It'll make a big difference. The first Being You Day by Dr. Dain Heer is tomorrow. He's excited. You can visit his social media pages for more. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Sally.